Hello, welcome to ELITETV's Primetime English News Bulletin. I'm your host, Deemita. Before giving you the news, we request you to follow the SOP given by the government. Wear face masks when out in public, wash hands regularly, and maintain a minimum of 6 feet between one person and another. ELITETV requests you to get vaccinated in time to protect ourselves from this virus and play your part in the fight against COVID-19. Now the news in detail. A drug addict who has been rehabilitated at the rehabilitation center to cure the addictions has been reported dead. Family members of the deceased informed that the victim succumbed due to excessive beating. The deceased has been identified as 32 years old Lukram Sanjay alias Ningthoba, son of Lukram Raghumani of Nambol Poising Awang Laikai under Nambol Police Stations of Konthozam AC of Imphal West District. According to news received from deceased family members, Sanjay was kept at the rehabilitation center named Revive Rehabilitation Center at Utlau Janura Habi Makong in Imphal West District, which is run by one Pramananda on May 31st to cure from his drug addictions. On the contrary, police informed Sanjay passed away yesterday evening around 10 p.m. Elder sister of the late Sanjay Lukram Sarjubala told media persons that Sanjay is the only son among their siblings and has a daughter of about 3 years old. She said Sanjay was rehabilitated at the center with a hope to cure him from his drug addictions. There were many bruises on his body as if he was tortured severely. He was kept at the center to cure his addictions, not to kill him. Sarjubala added an appeal to the state government to look into the matter and shut down such rehabilitation center runs by inhuman and uneducated people in the state that do not have the thought of the giving counseling to cure and bring back those addicts to their normal life. On the other hand, people of Poising Awang Laikai call a public meeting today at Poising Awang Community Hall and form a committee to request the government to probe the date of the Sanjay and book the culprits involved to award befitting punishment. Meanwhile, Harm Reductions Network Manipur in a press release strongly condemned the suspicious death of one drug addict that has been kept for treatment to cure the addictions at Revive Drug De-Addictions Cum Rehabilitation Center located at Lokjanura Habi Makong under Nambol Police Stations yesterday evening. The release also shared a grief with the bereaved family. The release further said that countless numbers of such unfortunate incidents have occurred in many of the rehabilitation centers operating in Manipur in the last couple of years. However, it can be said that there is no report of arrest of any culprits or person responsible or involved in such an incident till date. Therefore, Harm Reduction Network Manipur appealed to the state government and concerned department to take up appropriate actions as per the law of the land to stop such heinous and intolerable incidents in the near future, the release added. Mahut and Rural Development and Panchayati Raj Minister and former Manipur Legislative Assembly Speaker Yumnam Khemchan today inaugurated the newly constructed guest house of Manipur Legislative Assembly located at Major Khul. Attending the inaugurations of the guest house, present Speaker of Manipur Legislative Assembly Thokchom Satrabata said that he felt proud as a member of the Assembly to witness a much developed guest house compared to how it was before. He said it is in his duty as a speaker to further look into the structures to bring it to a much developed level after it is furnished completely. However, the most important task is how to run the facility in a better way from time to time, otherwise the guests will lose interest to stay further in the guest house. Therefore, we need to work collectively to fill up time-to-time requirements, Speaker Thokchom Satrabata continued.
Parliament Namit Humni ki training sali. Sepaduda Parliament manunduda Parliament ki museum technique. So we Ariba Indian civilization the Horakanda Ninka Tamapa Hobby political history of Ufangi. The Tola Kanda Kuyahana Leramba Ariba Assembly seat Masi Mayam Sankiram Domale Asi Yana Lady of Space to the Senior Kanda Manipuki political history of established the Ugalina. Tonga Zagada Speaker की conference या वो सब बता एक कोई सी वो की guest house है assembly की guest house है एक था में
मतलब parliament ने से fix था वो था मतलब कमरा adu kay umma matam da su maru fix to ga open phone lo na sinam su ya ba kamai to ya wa du system no ko sana da ka le na lo adu maru na aina na ha cho bet me andana jab na jab ne ke house is tumbi ba ya bi sindu ko na ko sports in gari khambam le lo ko to no le ko de ko ti ba ni ni ta anu masi thawra mo so ko to ta ngai pa din lo wi maram de ya bi sindu sang na de jen ni ni mo na pa da sin mo maram ta mo sa mo ta le su ni ro pe na mo da no ai ta ro le ni no mo no su ko ni absent da mo na si ha wa pam da ma the engineer was say, Yama, we didn't have been there. Madu Hana, then Madu, you don't send it for several Yawi in Sierra. Yadra was open up on a
Chief Minister Nongthombam Biren Singh today held a meeting to review the law and order situation of the state with the Chief Secretary, DGP and other senior officials and police officials. He said that government will continue to take up all possible measures to maintain peace and stability in the state. As observed across the globe, World Bicycle Day is also observed in Manipur. MLA Hairog AC Dr. T.H. Radhesham kick-started the day cycling from Kangla Western Gate in Imphal today morning. The observance function was jointly organized by Manipur Adventure and Mountain Biking Associations, Doctors on Pedals, Ideal Club Tera and a Bicycle Mayor Imphal. Kumbi Ideal Youth Development Organizations, Kumbi and Nehru Yuva Kendra, Bishnupur jointly organized World Cycling Day 2022 today. OC Kumbi Police Station Hussain Ahmed flagged off the cyclists from Kumbi Awang High School. The cyclists carried many valuable slogans and spread the message of the people of Kumbi AC. The slogan includes Save Oil, Save Money, Let Us Free from Polluted Poisoning Air, Ride for Good Health, Save Youth from Drug-Free Society, etc. were among the message set and Yaifaba Maite Publicity and Propaganda Kumbi Ideal Youth Development Organizations Kumbi in a praise note. Dr. R.K. Lenin, Department of Psychiatry, RIMS, says that 40% of people in Manipur suffer sleeping problems. He made the statement during one-day conference on sleep held in connections with 45 Foundations of Psychiatry Department, RIMS, organized jointly by Department of Psychiatry, RIMS and Indian Society for Sleep Research at RIMS Jubilee Hall today. The conference was attended by Additional Deputy Director General and Director Dr. L. Swasticharan, ISSR, New Delhi, President Dr. Harudananda Malik, RIMS Medical Superintendent Dr. Nepram Sanjeev, RIMS Dean Academics Dr. Brojan Akoijam and Organizing Chairman Dr. R.K. Lenin on the dais. Speaking in the conference, Dr. R.K. Lenin said that after the COVID-19 pandemic, people are becoming well aware that sleeping is the most important thing in our life. Without the process of sleeping, all living beings as well as the humans will not be able to survive nor live long. Therefore, people working in different fields should try to relax their mind from the burden of their work before sleeping and should have a sound sleep or will suffer from different forms of diseases.
Saruk ahum thokpagi amadi tumba da lele tumba se khoi matamahan bane na khanba lan gani tumba sina akhoi gi nong magi toriba thagai thabak thoram mayam sida akhoi gi chokthakriba haksang dagi chatkriba energy sigin na kriba adugumba khoi gi saruk sing se akhoi na energy haraga su yare masi se muk men khatlaga amuk hayengi damakta amuk sem sanana ba akhoi hayengi thabak amuk tawba ngamna ba sem sari bani obesity hadana noiba si jo koina tumba mari lainarame adagi muk ahingda manglang narga sire haiba sleep apnea madi manglang naraga sirame natraga ahing tumade hogalaktre kaisi sleep apnea akhoi gi kok kalaiba potlom mayam se khara thangthaba tai tension mayam se khara lokthokpa tai adu kanda da akhoi tumba yarakani tumba yarakpa matam da akhoi na khange hariba nupa se nupi se magi tension se khara handagre haina.
Maitai Council Moray today organized 2 batches of Civil Defence Training Program on First Aid, Rescue, Firefighting, Earthquake, etc. at Ima Kondong Larembi, Haraubung, Moray. The training program, organized under the sponsorship of Directorate of Civil Defence Manipur, was presided by M. Thoiba Singh, President Moray Council Moray. During the training program, training instructor Ngangbam Buddhachandra explained how to rescue someone by giving first aid at the time of calamities. Training instructor Sanasam Nandababu also distributed certificates to the participants of the training program. As part of the ongoing drive on the war against drugs by Thawal District Police, a combined team of Thawal Commando and 16 Assam Rifles arrested a drug peddler with 8.9 kgs of opium and a cash of 2,81,900 rupees while conducting frisking and checking at Salam Patong, Thawal District today morning around 5 am. According to police sources, the arrested person has been identified as Sadmithang Kipgem alias Minthang, 32 years, son of Latsat Kipgem of Ninglen Molen village, Kangpopi district. The combined team arrested the drug peddlers by observing due formalities along with the seizures of 8.9 kilograms of suspected opium kani and a sum of 2,81,900 rupees suspected to be proceeds of drug trade from the Micra car bearing registration number MN01G7056. The arrested person and the seized item have been handed over to Nongpok Segmai police station. A case had also been registered for further necessary actions. The combined team led by additional SP operations, Thawal conducted the frisking and the checking based on the reliable input regarding the movement of contraband items from Tolan village to Molan village under the supervisions of SP Thawal Jogesh Chandra Hawijam, the source added. And now let's take a short break. Stay tuned for more updates.
Haksang Fanalaisi Nungai Hingminasi, thyroid, bile, heart naba, kidney danung laiba, stress amadi anxiety, BP, sugar wangba phan mangamba, side effect like taba food supplement pangbigani. Excellent award fankraba stem cell ahoma mamal desu pangbigani. Pangpam Keba Herbal Health Center, Kurailam Longtong, phone number 96129899186.
Iramdam asidasu anauba oina world class machine sizinaduna 20 steps refining eye testing ki facility fanghanjari. Leo Lamlong Excellency Opticals, Khurai Lamlong Bazaar, Tinchit Road, Imphal East.
Adomgidamakta khudongchaba asi pijari. Adomgi mit lemna test tawjari amasung adomgi chanaba chunaba lens sing amadi frame singda chada kun fawgi discount pijari. Leo Lamlong Excellency Opticals, Khurai Lamlong Bazaar, Tinchit Road, Imphal East.
Seasonabue Yai Lifestyle Private Limited ki food supplement registered under the MCA Ministry of Corporate Affairs hariba makal asigi product manga dagi kanaba fongbigani. Madudi ahanbada Perfect Plus urinary tract infection disease kaya dagi ngakthokpangami control glucose levels in blood, improve immunity, antioxidant, liver disease amadi liver sokhanbadagi ngakthoi, remove toxins haksang dagi fataba sengdokpa lok laihok toina toganbadasu fali. Ani subada Perfect Glow uring amadi mahing fahanba, acne scar fahanba, mai nanthokhanba, skin nganthokhanba, kuchuk men thokhali mai khwihande. Hum subada Perfect Ionic Mineral, Diabetes, BP wangba, asthma, khwang naba, saru sonba, haksang dagi fataba sengdokpa, tumbaya daba, piles, arthritis, ising mari nungai taba, anti-aging, khongya saba, punamak fahali. Mari subada Perfect Active Brain na tumbaya daba fahali, kok ngawba, wakal pothahanba, tumbaya daba, memory booster, tension handhanba. Amusung mga subada Perfect Woman Care na urinary tract infection, premenstrual syndrome, angang khaudanaba, thagi khongkap chang naidaba, fingaw ka hena chatpa, vaginal infection kaya da fahanba ngami. Home delivery gi khudong sabasu fongbigani. Hena kupamarol gidama khoi contact number 8413968314 da contact tobiu.
Welcome back again. You're watching ELITETV's Primetime English News Bulletin. Singh Artists Union today provided monetary assistance to ailing renowned actor of Manipuri digital film Maishnam Dara today. Representatives of union form under the aegis of RD and PR and Mahut Minister MLA of Singh AC, Yumnam Khemchan handed over the monetary aid personally to actor Dara at his residence at Singh Chingamaka. Family members of Maishnam Dara thanked for the monetary assistance. Joint clubs of Thongju, Kiamgai, Langthabal and Naurem Laikai have carried out drainage clearance work of the Lila Canal stretch running inside Manipur University that has remained blocked, causing flood in the surrounding areas of the clubs whenever there is light rainfall. Members of the club began drainage clearance work from today morning. It may be mentioned that the road stretch adjoining Thongju and Kairao AC in the eastern side of Manipur University main gate connecting Koiro, Nangmairakpam Laikai, Naurem Laikai and its area frequently remain flooded due to blockage of Lila Canal stretch. Therefore, with an aim to somehow ease these problems, the clearance works of the canal began today. The clearance work begins using heavy machinery provided by the MLAs of the concerned constituencies. The full clearance work of the said Lila Canal is expected to take around 15 days. Therefore, members of the joint clubs appeal to the public to extend support and help in completing the work.
Ilakong marin haidana EMU campus manungda leiba koigi khongong khakni khong asi sengbogi maramdi yamna maru odibase akoigi Burma road haidare koigi Indo Myanmar road asigi Singjamai makadagi horga Lilong paugi maru oina mamang thangba side ta akoini sing thumi base akoigi hujiki Lilakhong si hauraga akoi Chandrana di taraga akoigi Nambul tureda puthokidaba oiba aduna mafam asina EMU manungda campus ta leibani akoina sahi gi oina yam toina sengsu ngamdaba hadak sengjai akoi sahi mangagi matungda akoi gi sengjabani huje akoi Thongju part 2 da leiba club mapan akoi punsin jare aduga akoi gi thangnaba kendra da Kairao kendra gi club sing Langthaban kendra gi aduga akoi Singjamai kendra gi club sing akoi coordinate tawrakanda punna aduga honorable sing akoi haibadi kudamo oina hajarabada Thongju kendra gi akoi gi honorable minister Tamo Biswajit na akoi pokren ama piraga sengba
Manipur reported 0 coronavirus cases and 0 COVID-19 deaths out of 62 samples tested in the last 24 hours, recording a positivity rate at 0.0%. Today, no new cases of COVID-19 was detected in the state in any of the testing facilities. In the last 24 hours, the state-level COVID-19 deaths audit committee has reported nil cases of COVID-19 deaths. The cumulative number of deaths is 2,120. No COVID patients were reported discharged today. The cumulative number of positive cases is 1,37,241. The cumulative number of recovered cases is 1,35,116. The number of active cases is 5. The recovery rate is 98.45%. As of yesterday, a total of 163 D-type oxygen cylinders and 22 B-type oxygen cylinders have been made available to different health facilities of Manipur. The number of doses of COVID-19 vaccine administered yesterday was 1,907. The cumulative dose is 29,4,237. On the other hand, India today lodged 4,041 new COVID-19 cases, 10 deaths in the last 24 hours, the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare informed. The fresh infections reported today are 8.86% higher than the number of cases reported yesterday. The daily COVID-19 positivity rate reported today has now risen to 0.95% from 0.84% on Thursday, while the weekly positivity rate was reported at 0.73%. Of the new cases reported, Maharashtra alone registered 1,045 infections and 1 death. The tally of active cases in the state also rose to 4,559. Tamil Nadu also has been witnessing a rise in COVID-19 cases. The state added 145 fresh infections, including a returnee from the United Arab Emirates, taking the total positives to 34,55,758. There are now 21 cases, 21,177 active cases of COVID-19 in India. In the last 24 hours, there had been an increase of 1,668 cases in the active case load in the country. Active cases now account for 0.05% of the total cases. The national recovery rate is now at 98.74%. The Health Ministry informed that 2,363 patients got recuperated in the last 24 hours, increasing total recoveries from coronavirus in the country to 4,26,22,757. According to Indian Council of Medical Research, more than 85.717 crore samples have been tested for COVID-19 in the country since the start of the pandemic. In the last 24 hours, 4,25,379 tests had been conducted for coronavirus. The cumulative date due to COVID-19 in India has now risen to 5,24,651. The nationwide COVID-19 vaccination drive in India was started on 16 January 2021. Since then, over 193.83 crore vaccine doses have been administered to the eligible population of the country. As per the Health Ministry, 12,05,840 vaccine doses were administered to the beneficiaries in the last 24 hours. Prime Minister Narendra Modi laid down the foundation stone of 1,406 projects worth more than 80,000 crore rupees in the third groundbreaking ceremony of the UP Investors Summit in Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh. The project encompassed diverse sectors like agriculture and allied, IT and electronics, MSME manufacturing, renewable energy, pharma, tourism, defense and aerospace, handloom and textile. Speaking on this occasion, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that investors have showed faith in the youth power of Uttar Pradesh and it will be a win-win situation for investors as well as the people of the state. He said that the record investment in this groundbreaking ceremony will open new avenues for employment and it shows a growing confidence in Uttar Pradesh and it is going to benefit the youth of the state most. Talking about the global challenges, the Prime Minister said that the global conditions have come up with great opportunities and only democratic India has the potentials to tap them. Talking about the potentials of Uttar Pradesh, Narendra Modi said that improved law and order situation prepared the environment for investment in the state and the UP will give momentum to growth story of the India in the 21st century. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath assured that investors have their investment will not only be secure in the state, but they will also get the benefits of the investment-friendly policies of the government. Union Minister Dr. Mahendra Nath Pandey, top industry leaders, investors and senior officials also attended the ceremony. Union Home Minister Amit Shah is holding a high-level meeting in New Delhi to review the security situation in Jammu and Kashmir. Jammu and Kashmir Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha and senior officials are attending the meeting. Last month too, Amit Shah had meetings to review the security situation in UT as well as the preparations for Amarnath Yatra. The minister had directed security forces and the police to conduct coordinated counter-terrorism operations proactively. Union Home Minister Amit Shah had said that the security forces should ensure zero cross-border infiltrations to wipe out terrorism in Jammu and Kashmir. Bharatiya Janata Party leader Pushkar Singh Dhami today won the Champawat by-poll by over 54,000 votes to remain as Chief Minister of Uttarakhand. Dhami was sworn in as the Chief Minister of the state in March after the BJP retained power in the assembly elections that concluded on 10 March. In the Uttarakhand Assembly polls 2022, Dhami had lost from Khatima seat to Congress and his win in Champawat was crucial for him to retain the post of Chief Minister of Uttarakhand. Former BJP MLA Kailas Gehtori had resigned from the Champawat seat to make way for Dhami to make a fresh bid for the state assembly. The by-poll to the assembly seat was held on 31st May with over 64% of the electoral exercising their franchise. Dhami has defeated Congress Nirmala Ghatori and the Samajwadi parties Manoj Kumar Vatt as well as an independent candidate in Himanshu Gharkoti to win the Champawat by-poll. The Congress candidate got 3,607 votes in the by-elections. With the defeat, the party has lost their deposit on the seat for the first time ever. Massive political campaigning was carried out by BJP for Dhami. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath also campaigned for his Uttarakhand counterparts. The United Nations today said that there would be no victory from Russia's invasion of Ukraine as the conflict enters its 100 days and Moscow forces prays deeper into the eastern Donbas region. This has and will have no winner. Rather, we have witnessed for 100 days what is lost: lives, homes, jobs, and prospects, Amit Awad, Assistant General Secretary General and United Nations Crisis Coordinator for Ukraine, said in a statement. The milestones came as Kyiv announced Moscow was now in the control of a fifth of the Ukrainian territory, including Crimea and parts of Donbas seized in 2014. Russia's invasion, which began on 24 February, saw Moscow's first attempt a breach on Kyiv before recolonizing control of the area around the capitals and the Ukrainian second city, Kharkiv, in the northeast. They have made steady gains in the south and east, however. This war has taken an unacceptable toll on people and influenced virtually all aspects of civilian life, Awad said. In just over the 3 months, nearly 14 million Ukrainians have been forced to flee their homes, the majority women and children. The statement said. The UN said a group was working to limit the war's devastating impact on food security by seeking to unblock critical grain and commodity trade. Cereal prices have surged because of a slump in export from Ukraine, sharpening the impact of conflict and climate change and sparking fears of social unrest. We need peace. The war must end now, the UN statements read. For ELITETV News Channel, contact to the email address info@elitetv.in or 9402890982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and Twitter for more information about the channel. Now let's take a look at the headlines once again. An inmate at rehab center dies under suspicious condition in Imphal West. Victims succumbed due to excessive beating, family allege. Former Manipur Legislative Assembly Speaker Yumnam Khemchan inaugurates newly constructed guest house building of the Assembly at Major Khul today. Again, Manipur reported 0 new COVID-19 cases and 0 deaths in last 24 hours. Positivity rate declined to 0.0%. And Russia's invasion of Ukraine will have no winner, UN says, as conflict enters 100 days. And that's a wrap for today. For more updates, keep watching ELITETV English News. Thank you and have a good night.